Hi, this is Wendy with Next Level Board Games, and today we're going to talk about Fort. And this is actually the Cats and Dogs expansion. So if you're not familiar with Fort, this seems really small to do an unboxing because you can tell these are really just cards. But I'm opening this up because when I pre-ordered this from Leader Games, I actually said that I wasn't going to get it till October of 2021, and with shipping and everything, I thought that might mean November. And I actually got this today, so I'm super excited. But also I want to show you, if you haven't seen Fort, it's a super cute little game. It's got a small footprint you can see here. It's actually got way more strategy than you would expect. It's really fun. So I just want to show you a couple things first. And what I wanted to mention was, if you haven't played this game, you can see there's the dual layer cuts for everything, so the tokens fit. The cool part about this game is that it is very fun. You are playing as a kid, trying to build a fort, gather friends. But the thing that you might not expect is that it has more strategy than you would expect. But if you play it with 4 players, it's a really fast game, because once you run out of cards in your park, which is where you draw cards from, aside from other players, which if you haven't played, you should, because there's really a lot of cool things in this game that are unique triggers that are different. So these are the cards that you draw. And once you run out of these, the game is pretty much over. But it goes very quickly with 4 players. With 3 players, it was like a perfect length game. But with 4, it was a little fast. So I'm excited to see more cards and add these to the game to make the game last a little longer, because it is a very fun game, but it was over a little too fast. So let's tear off the plastic and see what some of the cards look like once we get into here. Oh, plastic. You know what? If only I had paid attention to the fact that there was one of those on the side. That would have been a lot easier. You can tell I'm not a smoker, because it didn't even occur to me to look there. Okay, so this is the front of the box, and on the back it says, one of the things I love about this game is it's adorable. It says, "You've begged and pleaded with your parents, and finally it's time to get a pet." So you can play with the Cats or Dogs expansion, or both of them at the same time, which is kind of a neat idea. So I'm sure they're going to increase the complexity in different ways. There we go. Okay, so let's see what's inside. Very cool. Okay, so here is the rule book. So very small. And on the outside of this package, it didn't actually say who the designers were. So this says it's Grant Rodiak and Nick Brockman. I'm probably saying that wrong. Apologies for that. I'm doing the best I can here. So anyway, very small instructions. Like this, it all fits in this little itty bitty box. And I did read that this is supposed to fit inside the original Fort box. So excited that they thought about that. So there's the rules. Obviously, it's not going to be, how complicated could it be with this many pages? Not very complex, right? Tiny little pages. Here's our little dog houses. So this is going to go along with the original boards, which have the same, not the victory track, but the original boards with the same colors here. See if I can show you this. So pretty cool there. Looks like they're going to match up pretty well. Let's just pop these out. Let's see. So here's yellow. So that matches really well, right? Pink. So now each player is going to have a little doghouse. I don't think it's going to sit here, but I'm just setting it there so you can see the color for color reference. And these are nice and thick, good quality. Oh, there's instructions in the back. Look at that. That's cool. I'm going to guess they're all in the back. Oh, cool. One of the things other things I love about this game is, like, on the player board, there's the turn summary here, and also they have oversized cards that show you what the different things are, symbols you're going to see on the cards. This is actually really needed for this game, because even though it's simple, there's a lot of symbols on here that aren't in other games. So, like, this is pretty obvious, like, especially after you've played, like, oh, I get a toy, I get a pizza, I get an anything. But some of these other things, they're not super intuitive because they're very unique to this game. So these, absolutely necessary for this game. So that's really cool. Our little dog houses, that's really cute. So the idea is you're trying to attract dogs and or cats, so you get extra points for that. So that's how that works. It's kind of like in the original game, where the more friends you have, the more they can help you gather stuff and then build your fort up. So this is going to be similar, but you're going to attract dogs and cats. So let's see here. Different dogs. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. Very fluffy dog. Floofer. Yep, that sounds about right. Squeaker, pumpkin. Okay, so you'll notice that like the original game, these have the same symbols that you'll see. So like the glue of the book, the skateboard, the crown, the water gun, and the shovel. All the same symbols as the original deck, which I have, of course, my starter cards flipped over, but you can see like there's a crown. So 3 of each type are going to be added. So I'm going to guess maybe these are just shuffled in. I'm not exactly sure. I don't know exactly how it plays, but I am excited because that's, how many, is there 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's another 18 cards. So that's cool. And then I think these are the cats. The cats piece. So these are small cards. Yep, these are the cats. So cute. These are adorable. So these are a lot like the other cards you have where there's like the special rules and things like that. These smaller cards, right? The made up rules, that's what it's called. And then there's also perk cards you can get for doing certain things. Fun. So that adds a lot of even more replayability. You don't use all of the made up rules or all of these other perk cards each game. So the nice thing is each time you play, you end up with different cards. And again, that adds the replayability. So, but that's pretty much all that's in there. Again, super small box. And so it's literally like a deck of cards. They fit everything into basically a deck of cards. But I'm super stoked. It also wasn't expensive at all. So if you like this game or you're even remotely interested, I highly recommend it. We really like this game. It's fun. It's a great little starter game. It doesn't take that long, but it has more strategy than you would expect. And the theme and the artwork is really cute. So that's pretty much all there is in the expansion. The Cats and Dogs expansion, there are 18 new player cards. These all have the dogs, and these have the regular symbols, so I suspect they're going to get shuffled in with the original ones. We have 4 dog houses that match our player boards with rules on the back. Very cool. They're nice and thick, so they're sturdy. We also have the cat expansion with a bunch of cards. So these are going to be like expansion abilities, I believe. Not exactly sure when you get them, but the dogs and cats expansion can be used either separately or together. So that's kind of nice. And again, the rule book, like really small, so it can't be that hard to add in. So I'm super excited to see what it adds to the game of Fort. So thanks for watching Next Level Board Games.